Hey, Silas, this is Coach Tyler. We're going to take a look at the VOD that you requested this week where you fought the Sora player. So, to start with, I'm just impressed. Just straight up, I'm impressed, Silas. We talked last week about a couple of the habits that you have. Namely, you were holding in basically 100% of the time, and you would overcommit from going from your disadvantaged state, trying to push it into an advantage state. And throughout most of this match, you never make those mistakes. I haven't checked the other games yet, right? But at least for this VOD review against this Sora player, you never make these errors. And it's impressive. If you actually manage to basically solve all those issues just in a single week of practicing them, great work. Just excellent job. I have very few notes for this set. So we're mostly just going to watch, and I'll probably only pause a few times to point out a couple of minor things. And yeah, let's get into it.
3, 2, 1, go!
Do a great job here, being patient, making sure it's safe to approach. You don't overcommit. Right there, you don't even overpress your advantage state. Right? You correctly noticed when your advantage state was going to be over and you backed off. You just went back to neutral. Right there, super minor thing. But you miss this and you back off. Right? You shield. You take the defensive option in case he tries to punish. You did great. Right there? Right there. I feel like even a week ago, you would have taken this minor attack and immediately tried to attack the Sora. Right? I think you would have just immediately tried to double jump back on stage and punch this man. And you don't. You casually just fall down, go to ledge. Excellent work. Just phenomenal job. You don't try to turn your disadvantage into advantage state immediately anymore. You do it a couple times in the set, but the times you do it, it works out because you aren't doing 100% of the time anymore. You're choosing when to do it now. And that's exactly what you should be doing. So you're doing fantastic. Here's the only like consistent problem you have in the set is the overshoot ledge. That's it. You just have the spacing a little bit off. And it's not even a huge deal. Like here you don't get punished for it, right? You're doing what you should be doing. You're going to ledge, you just overshoot a little bit. So I guess I can say, yeah, work on that a little bit, right? Just that way, if a really good player like the Sora could have ran over and did his dash attack into here and hit you. Another player, if they notice you missing it a lot, they could do like a down smash or an F smash or something to hit you. So, work on this spacing. But other than that, that's the only consistent problem that you have in this matchup. Other than that, it's super minor issues that are like matchup specific, which just comes down to matchup knowledge. So until you have the experience of fighting and playing against more Soras, they're just problems that you're going to run into. And they're problems that you're going to solve kind of naturally as you start playing against the character. So let's keep going. But this is like the only consistent error you make is just overshooting ledge. And even then, you don't do it every time. You go to ledge perfectly several times. So you're doing great, Silas. I have very little concerns. Right there. Great job. You notice danger because you made an attack, right? You try to push an advantage. You missed. You sensed danger. You backed off. Even though he didn't even throw an attack out, right? So it wasn't going to hit you. You made the correct choice in case he dash attacked or something. Perfect. Great work. So right here, one of the matchup things. Super minor matchup thing where Sora has Blizzaga ready and available, right? As you can see over here, which means that Soras in general, when they have Blizzaga available, are trying to bait you into running at them horizontally, right? Which you do here. And I believe this is the only time you ever fall for this in this matchup. I don't think you ever make this mistake again in this entire set. So it's just a super minor error that costs you a little percent here that you wouldn't know the first time you fight Sora. And I'm sure this isn't the first Sora you've literally ever fought, But I imagine it's one of the first like Soras you've played in competition of any description. So great work, man. Good job. Okay. So like right here, you miss, and you overshoot ledge, and you get punished for it, right? But then you immediately try to go to ledge. And you overshoot it just a tiny bit, but you get back to ledge. And right there, you got hit because of just Sora Stundaga's spacing is kind of weird, right? So again, just a matchup thing. You just get that with time. Super patient. Here you do tech. So great work there. Okay. Hey, Silas. Sorry to cut back in here. I had a recording error, so I had to lose the rest of the recording there. So I'm gonna retake it real quick because I don't have. It's not super long VOD. Okay, so you do tech here, right? Great job. The only issue is you tech in place, right? I don't think I covered this when I explained teching on Monday, but I'm sure you probably already know. But just in case you don't, in addition to teching in place, which you get by pressing shield when you hit the ground, you can also do what's called a tech roll by holding left or right as you hit the ground and press shield. You'll tech away or toward the opponent, depending on which way you press it. So I just wanted to let you know that you could have avoided this punish here by teching away, right? But it's a super minor thing. You even properly teched it. He just got the read because it's a multi-hit attack. And right there, perfect spacing. Go to ledge. Great job. Okay, so he catches you out there. I know we talked about during the match that like he always does 3. So because that first one missed, you should have shielded the second, but not a big error. Great spacing. Nice job. Knock him in the air. You safely go to stage. Just a little bit dangerous there. Just a bit. But I understand you're trying to avoid the thunder, right? It's not too bad. And there you go. You shield it right there. I don't think that actually catches you again. I think the rest of this match. I think you might get hit by it once, but never because you didn't shield it properly. Yep, you even had the right call there. You were just facing the wrong direction. Super normal. You correctly go to ledge there. Excellent punish, and you take the stock for it. Great job. Right there, between stocks, you make the correct call. You go off stage to where you know it's safe because he has done nothing to show so far that he's willing to chase you off stage. And he doesn't punish you for it. So you make him lose all of his invincibility. And now you're back in neutral. Great work. I will just caution, just a little bit, that good Sora players are absolutely happy to go down here. Just in general for this matchup. This Sora player did not. You made the correct call going down here because he has shown no indication he's willing to do that. So if you notice your opponent doing that, please continue to use that option. But just as a warning for slightly better Sora players, they might do something like go up here and then down air. And because they know they can get back to stage from anywhere because Sora's recovery is insane. So I just want to warn you that against Sora in general, that won't work. But in this matchup specifically, against this Sora, perfect. Great patience. Just feeling him out. Do a great job. So right there, you just overshoot a little bit. No biggie. You're super patient. Go to ledge. Yep. So right there, that's a little bit of a strange call. I think this was probably a misinput. Because you try to punish up, which is strange. I don't know what you were trying to do there, but that was a little strange. But it's okay. A grab would have been better, or a dash attack. Dash attack might have gotten countered. But regardless, I'm going to assume it was a misinput. You had the right idea of punish his landing. Great job there. So, yep, you misspaced that just a little bit, and it's dangerous. But you have great DI. So you don't even die there. Great work. All right, so that's like a genuine mistake. So this is a mistake you make here, and just here, where you're super high, right? Super high, and you're on Final Destination, which has no platforms to help you land. On Final Destination, especially, make sure that you're kind of either going mid or low to ledge like you do for the rest of the set, just because recovering high, especially this high, gives your opponent all the room in the world to juggle you. And he very nearly kills you here for this mistake. If that third one hits, and you do a great job DIing that, by the way. If that third one hits, though, had he held in, you died. Because that is a kill option for Sora at this high of percentage, and at this height. But you managed to punish him because he whiffed the last hit. So great work. But I just want to let you know, on FD, just be aware because there's no platforms to land on. Landing this high, dangerous. That's it. Okay, knocks you off stage. You jump a little early there. Not a huge deal. But you do jump, but at least you're far from stage, right? Almost get caught there, but you correct the mistake and do shield it. Good job. That would have killed you had you not re-shielded. Great punish. I'm going to point this out. Sorry, this is a little bit further back. Just because I don't think I've ever seen you do it, and I just want to make sure I mention it. Sonic's back throw is a kill option for him. Obviously, it would not kill here. You make the correct call in the situation. You just have an opportunity to grab him here, and I don't think I've ever seen you back throw with Sonic. So I just want to let you know that as high enough percent, it is a kill option for Sonic. That's it. I just want to point it out. It's not even a mistake you make. You make the correct call. Great job there. You know he's countering, and you correctly get the punish. So right there, you overshoot the ledge, which is why you die here. You overshoot, he gets the punish with Blizzaga. And even that, honestly, even that mistake doesn't kill you. This misinput kills you, right? But not a big deal, because you even do the right thing. You tried to air dodge to ledge, right? You just went the wrong direction. And this sort of mistake, this sort of misinput, happens even at super high level play, especially in tense situations. You're at 200% before you lose a stock, and you lose it not even from something your opponent did. It's just a super minor misinput. You do this first entire stock like perfectly, not perfect, but really, really, really well. So like mistakes like this, don't even like consider or worry about. They're not worth it. Like, I make these sorts of mistakes all the time. Assistant coach Connor makes these sorts of mistakes all the time. Super minor error that sometimes will just cost you a stock. You have the right call at the right time to the right place. You made a small misinput and it killed you instead. Not a huge deal. Happens all the time in Smash Bros. Honestly, the only reason this is even a problem is because of the rule set's kind of wonky that we use for like scoring and stuff, right? That's it. Because in normal competitions, it doesn't matter if you win with one stock or three. Completely irrelevant. Just in this specific competition, because stocks matter, that feels worse. So don't overthink it, right? If you lose stocks to that, don't worry about it. Just do dang, move on. And just know if the team ends up getting like punished because of that kind of mistake, not your fault, rule set fault. It's a problem with our rule set as opposed to anything that you did. All right, go ahead and stock 2 here. Excellent spacing, excellent job. You miss a punish, not even a big deal. You didn't take any damage for it. Excellent job there. You call him out again. Killing it. Okay, you're just a little bit slow there, but, you know, right idea. Go to ledge. Nice job. You almost give him again, just in space a little bit. So like right there, actually, this is a great opportunity to show. I'm not 100% convinced back throw kills here, but it's really close. Like, I think if you grab him here, there's a really decent chance you can just kill him. I think your up throw also kills eventually. It might be a little bit early for it, but it does kill eventually. But you're really close to ledge, and he does like a big old back roll first before he throws. So I think it actually might have killed Sora because he's really light. So just keep grabs as kill options at high percents in mind. Right there, just a matchup thing. So you lose a stock because you misjudged the distance of this cross up, right? That's it. So he gets behind you. Sorry. Excuse me. Had to sneeze. So he gets behind you. He goes for a dash attack, right? He crosses up. You correctly try to punish, but Sora's dash attack is especially long. It's just a thing that his character has. And so you try to punish like a normal dash would for a character with an F smash to take the stock. Or, I'm sorry, an F tilt to take the stock. And it just so happens that because Sora has a long dash, you get hit with the hard part of his F smash because he correctly punishes you. I believe you are DIing that correct. It's hard to tell, apologies. But it looks like you're DIing down, and it looks like you're DIing in, I'm pretty sure. So I think you're DIing this correctly. It's just Sonic's pretty light. He hit you with the... I actually don't know if Sora has a tipper or not, but he hit you with the edge of his Keyblade, right? And Sora's F smash, so it just happens to kill you here. The only reason you lose the stock right there is just because you didn't know that specific part of Sora's kit, that he just has a long dash. And so you just misjudged the spacing. Super minor error that you would not be able to make without just having a ton of matchup knowledge. So I would hesitate to even call it a mistake. It's just a matchup knowledge thing. Got a little greedy there with the F smashes, but you were expecting a roll or something. I think... Yeah, so one thing to point out, especially when your opponent's at this high percent, he's falling down onto you, right? Just remember you have other options other than your F smash and F tilt to kill with. So if you had run under him after he had done this the first time, so he comes down, he uses his... Oh, he didn't. Okay, he didn't use his dare there. Okay, maybe it would have been a little bit dangerous then. I was going to suggest that maybe you could have run under him, right, and then up smashed, because that would have taken the stock for sure. But you might have made the right call because he hadn't down aired yet. Okay, so he does catch you one more time there where you don't shield. And you almost get caught there. You do hold in a little bit here, where instead of like just going to ledge, you got a little bit too eager for the kill here. And so you kind of went back to your old habit from last week, right in this situation, where you're going to try to like land something unsafely here. And it happens to work out because the option you took was something safer, okay? But he had Blizzaga. That could have done some damage to you, right? Could have froze you, and then he could have followed up. It happens to work out this time, but just be careful when they're at high percents and stuff starts getting tense. Just remember to chill a little bit. It's really, really easy to fall into like bad play habits when the match gets tense. Very normal, super common, so don't like beat yourself up over it. But just, be aware. I'm just pointing out that it happened, right? Great job there. And then perfect spacing there. And you shield. Great job. You punch with a dash grab. Sorry about that. The recorder got super wonky there. And now we start hitting the laggy part of our set. So I typically, when I fall into lag online, I typically start playing a little bit more defensively. I'm not convinced that's the right thing to always do, but it's just kind of what I do by habit because I hate overcommitting in lag. I get super nervous about it. So that's something you can consider and see how you feel, but it's hard to practice lag, right? But don't I don't have anything to say about it. I just want to point out that you can be a little bit more defensive if this starts getting laggy. I'm not gonna, be upset. Good grab. Yep, so you actually, like, right there, like what you just did. You went and picked the defensive option because it got especially laggy. Good spacing. Just a little bit too far to punish there. Nice hit. And excellent punish, because you read that he just do a get up attack. Yeah, excellent job. That's it. I agree. You did a fantastic job here. I agree with Sonic. Yeah, man, I don't have too much to say about this set. You just do a fantastic job. So yeah, you took everything we talked about last week, as far as I can see, except for that two situations. You've basically gotten rid of those habits. Great work. I'm gonna keep an eye out and see, because habits are easy to fall back into. But as far as I can tell, you got rid of them in a week. Good work. All right, I hope you found what we could grab out of this set helpful, and I'll see you at practice.